Okay, when talking about numismatics, you can see that some numismatics, including those from the Royal Canadian Mint and Perth Mint, don't always survive in the grade they were graded at. This is an example right here of a 94 Chinese panda. It's non-proof. It's just a BU coin that was graded back several years ago at MS69. Yet you can see the discoloration on the edges and the forehead of the panda. So if that's broken out of its case, it will not grade again anywhere near MS69. But at the time of the grading, it in fact was MS69. So getting your coin slabbed and graded isn't, exactly 100% foolproof. I mean, there are things that can happen depending on the contaminants in the case with the coin at the time of grading. Over time, the higher the purity of your precious metals, the more chance there is for spotting to occur, whether it be copper spots or milk spots. Which brings me to my next point. Why then is it even a bother to grade them at all? Well, you want to grade coins obviously so that you can lock in their value and they have a higher value of trade or barter when you do sell your coin. Now, the cost of grading obviously is what it is, and you can get discounts on that depending on how many coins you grade or when you grade them. But overall, it's definitely worth it, especially when you consider that there's only a certain pool of coins that were minted. Among that pool of coins that were minted, there are only a handful of specimens that may be 100% perfect and remain perfect over time, where there's no spotting inside the case even after 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years or more. So that is why you do grade those older coins that have not spotted over time and continue to be among the specimens that survived, that are in the top condition without developing any blemishes even inside of the holder. This is a children's storybook educating them on gold and silver, the value of real money. This is very interesting. It is sponsored by China Gold Coin Limited, but and as you can see there's a 2014 gold panda on the front, and through the whole story you'll see that it talks about money, personal investments, and how to buy and sell real merchandise in China. And on the back here you've got a DVD that you can put in, and you can see a cartoon about gold and silver coins. So that's very Chinese, very refreshing, something that I'm not sure that you'll see in the West, but it has some value, teaching children the value of hard assets and real money. So why is education so important in coin collecting? Well, because you want to get the coins that are going to give you the greatest amount of purchasing power locked in and the greatest amount of potential resellability when you go to move those coins, if you ever do at all. And that means that you got to look for coins that have rarity. Okay, rarity either in the condition or in the census of the coin series. Now that can be by the year, by the type. It can be a lot of different factors that play into that. Now in general, what you want to do is you want to look for coins that have a census rarity over condition rarity. Condition rarity basically being any coins that survive that have the highest rating of the total population. Okay, census rarity means there weren't that many coins minted in the first place, which means that any coin that you find in a decent condition in that series is going to be a good find. And a lot of people get confused. They look at condition first when they should not. They should look at census. Now in China it's a little bit different because, of course, you've got 4 or 5 times as many people here than you do, say, in the United States. So that means there's 4 or 5 times as many collectors going after the same coins. That brings a whole new element into the coin collecting game, because what may look like a large census or a large mintage of coins may in fact not be when you consider the number of coins that survive and the coins that are graded and in good condition and that are actually on the market to buy, because some of this stuff just isn't out there and you have to wait for it, and the chance to buy certain coins don't come along very often. But in general, you don't want to buy one-of-a-kind coins that the really big fish invest in, because you're just missing out on opportunities to buy a whole lot of other coins to add to your collection. So if you're a regular guy, which most of you probably are, then you're going to want to get as many good finds as possible, and don't blow all of your powder on one coin that may be census rarity and condition rarity, hard to obtain, but then you've spent all your dough on one coin and you limit your possibilities for other stuff. So keep your powder dry to a point, and remember that you want to look at census rarity before condition rarity for any coin you're going to buy, and that means any series that's out there, whether it be your national coins or your state coins or these limited run coins that may have been overlooked over the years. And that includes in the United States those state coins that were minted. They minted a lot of state gold coins, and they're still out there, and those things are gems.